Good evening, everybody. Welcome, OGs. I'm just watching this. I thought I would just watch it with you guys as well. I don't know what they're doing. The FBI has been at the Laundrie home, and they got there. They checked the camper for a second, and they left with a cooler. So that's interesting.
Executed by the Federal Bureau of Investigation as far as a search warrant, or whether or not they were obtaining some form of evidence, or we don't know, or whether or not this was in the Laundrie is cooperating with the ongoing federal investigation. That let's remind people is still a missing persons case, and yes, he is the sole person of interest in this investigation, not a suspect in the or really connected in any way at this time, based on what's available publicly. He's not connected to Gabby Petito's homicide. But this is what we know from the FBI is that he's just a missing person, and he's a sole person of interest in Gabby Petito's homicide when she was, of course, found dead in Northwest Wyoming.
And every time the FBI shows up at the house, obviously there's a reason. I believe last time they were looking for a DNA sample, and we got that from the attorney. So that was something much smaller. Wasn't a big bag of anything they brought in. It was something small. They came, they left, and that was it.
Yeah.
So yeah, as you mentioned, JB, I think his phone is going to be blowing up, just trying to get any indication. A lot of people are speculating that it's.
Okay, what's up, everyone? So I decided to just share this with you. Otherwise, I was going to share it with you anyway. So why not share it now? The FBI arrived at the Laundrie home. They went in with some kind of brown sort of paper bag. They went for a while. They checked the camper, and they left with a cooler. What's up, everyone? Wow, thank you, Barefoot Farmer. Hello. Yeah, DNA taken again. It's like the third time, which isn't that uncommon, but wow. I mean, it's a very interesting development. I really just hope they find him like ASAP. I feel like if they don't find him in the next 4 or 5 days, I mean, he could really disappear forever, and that's we don't want. Change the battery in the bug inside the camper. Yeah, they're wireless. Thank you so much. So this is a view of the home, and they're just looking at it now and just checking what is happening. There's no other activity going on.
So it is coming now into our system.
David, thank you. Yeah, let's look at what they walked out with.
As far as our coverage here. So this is going to be here. All right, let's see if we can hit this button and that button.
Fast work, JB.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is live. This is the moment when we were live. Okay, so there we are. This is very strange because we're seeing ourselves here.
With a cooler.
And there's that cooler bag, as you called it, Josh.
He seems to be the agent that always shows up, too.
Yes.
Starting to notice.
I agree.
I don't know his name right offhand, but he seems to be the guy that's always making the stops.
Let's pause it right when.
Thank you.
Okay, so here they are coming out.
Yeah.
This is you and I, a freeze frame, and not a great one. Let's give it. Okay, there we go. A little bit of a slightly
out the window.
Slightly better one. Okay. So there we see in the center of your screen. This is again the time machine that is WFLA now. We're going back now in time, and showing you there the two agents now walking out of the home here. And we'll kind of go frame by frame here, everybody. So okay, so coming out of the home
really
here,
have a
you
look
can
at
see
this cooler.
The two agents here, a man and a woman, and you see them carrying
Look at this,
that bag.
play by JB. What's on top of there?
Yeah.
And there you see, I'm not entirely sure. Of course, not going to speak to any members of the media, not going to even address them. Just get right back in the vehicle there and take off.
Yep.
That's it.
Short and sweet.
So one more time here, everybody. Let's show you.
Okay, so I just wanted to come on and just show you guys, because damn, I'm definitely going to be zooming into that later and seeing like what could they have in there. What do you guys think they have in there? I mean, I'm assuming again it's DNA evidence and proof, to tie this whole case together, hoping they find him. Wow, I see the first member sticker. Thank you so much. So So what are you guys thinking? Oh, thank you so much to the mods for being here. I know this is very, I don't want to say impulsive, impromptu. It's an impromptu live because I was just watching this and I'm like, what is going on here? I didn't want to miss it. I was sitting here watching it anyway, so I might as well share it with you as well. Yeah. Didn't someone say that's not Brian's mom? For all the mods who are here right now, thank you so much. I also wanted to come here today. I want to watch this with you, and I want to just tell my audience that you guys are amazing. And I want to strategize what to do going forward, because obviously things like literally blew up in 10 days. So it's been a bit of a learning curve. But you guys have left me such good feedback, comments, everything. I hear you. And I know that you're all here for the content that I make and insight and case stuff. So I'm going to stick to that, okay? I hear you. His socks. Does he even have socks? Some type of biological specimen that needs to be preserved. Ooh. Wow. Oh my word. The bridge burner. Wow. So I'm just listening here. Replenishing a scent maybe for the dogs? Maybe.
Based on the scent, and then they have to go back and continue to get new scents? Or is it that they need something more specific related to the scent? Maybe
they carried the bag out of the
I don't know
house.
specifically, but maybe they found some evidence out there and they're trying to figure out, all right, is it related to clothing? Is it related to personal effect? That would be.
It could be a new scent. It could be gathering new scent items. I mean, good morning, good evening, hello everyone. You know what's so weird is these headphones are like noise cancelling, so it's like super quiet when I have them on. I'm gonna have to get used to that. Well, this was a new development today, and yes, everyone, I did see that Dog the Bounty Hunter found a pair of sandals, and he also found a Monster energy drink. That one makes me have some question marks. I mean, you know, the Monster energy drink, because if Brian is there, I know it's like desperate times. He would probably just chuck it there, but I just can't imagine him being like, oh no, I don't even want water from a plastic bottle. I don't know. I feel like from what we know, he's quite a radical guy. I'm not too sure that he would just chuck it in nature like that, you know? Wow, you finally got the notification. That is awesome. Okay, so I wanted to, while we watch this, we've now watched the FBI go into the laundry home, stay there for a bit, and come out with a cooler bag. Probably, yes, with fresh some scented items, maybe for the canines. I know that on Flight Radar, you guys have been showing me as well, they've been flying over the area for a couple of days now. There's definitely activity going on there, which I find interesting. Yeah, I love my noise cancelling headphones. It's so weird to like, yeah. Thank you. Matches my jacket, huh? Okay, so I wanted to watch this with you guys and just do a quick live just to tell you, see like super chats like this. I am so grateful. So my new strategy going forward is to let you all know how grateful I am for your support. I am overwhelmed with support, whether it's coffees, PayPal, super chats, super stickers, memberships, and all of that. Okay, and I have heard all your comments. Like seriously, there's hundreds of comments now saying we're here for the content and not for the chit chat, and I totally get that. So I'm going to stick to doing that, okay? I'm going to put my head down and do what you came to this channel for. 25,000 of you subscribed, and you subscribed because of the content that I do, the insight, the speculation, and map time. I know you're waiting for map time. I'm busy making that map. I want to show you a map tomorrow of where Crystal and Kylan's bodies were found, where Gabby Petito was found, and now where the new body was found, which is a male. It's a very interesting, I find it very interesting. It's such a small town for all these murders to occur in the same time frame. We don't know if the man was murdered yet. We don't know. I'm still looking into that. But I want to I want to put that on a map and actually show you the radius and what it looks like, and to speculate if it could even be possible that we're dealing with a serial killer. As you know, I'm a true crime author, and I've only written about serial killers. That's what I used to do. Really old, really solved cases, and I used to deep dive them like anything. So that's why I deep dive over here. And just know that I see the super stickers, I see the chats, but I do understand that you guys want content. So I'm going to focus on that. I've, consulted with some people. I've gotten some insight, some help, and I just think that's the best way forward, is just to keep on giving you guys the facts, because that's what you're here for. I understand. That's why you support the channel, and I'm so appreciative. I also don't want to annoy anyone with like this idea I had to do a thank you video every Friday. I think that's going to annoy the crap out of everyone. So I'm going to stick to the facts. That's what I'm going to do. Deep dive the facts. If you see that I'm not producing 10 videos a day and I'm only making one, or if I have a break from making a video, it's because I'm investigating. I'm just deep diving the facts and thinking about things sometimes a little bit out of the box, just to think like, what are we dealing with? I mean, we could be dealing with a serial killer at this point. That is possible. Yeah, so Saleo, the FBI literally arrived at the home. They went in with some kind of like brown envelope or like a paper bag or something, went in for a little bit, not too long, and then they walked out with a cooler, like a cooler bag. Is that what you guys also call it? A cooler bag? Thank you. You say you're doing great. Do what you feel is best. Don't change who you are. Yeah, the thing is that I told you guys I have a lot of empathy, and I'm tremendously grateful for the amount of support that I'm getting on this channel in various ways. The buy me a coffees, the super chats, the super stickers, the memberships, the PayPals, the everything. I mean, it is so amazing. I've never had so much support in my life. But I understand that it would like taint the content, and even the people who are doing it are the ones commenting like, please could you not like thank us the whole time, because we just want the content. Can you just make the content? So I'm going to do that. Oh, there's the Mustang. Like, I don't know. When I see that car now, it just makes me angry. So I've just got this on in the background. I'm listening to what they're saying as well, in case there's anything, important that I need to share with you. But yeah, this is what's happened now today, which I find very interesting. They definitely are building onto something, aren't they? Please do what you want to do. I appreciate both the facts and the chatting. I think the more authentic you are, the better. Yeah, so Saleo, I think the authentic way that I can be is to tell you, everyone, I'm so grateful, and I see you. If you donate to the channel, you support the channel, coffees, whatever, all the super stickers, everything, I see it, and I love it so much, and I'm so grateful. But I don't want to spend the whole session, every session, just shouting out like, thank you, thank you, thank you. You know what I mean? Like, I am very thankful to every single person who does it. They're looking for DNA to match to the girls that got murdered. Wow, how about that? I mean, they might be. Can you imagine? I mean, can you imagine at this point, as you know, I specialized in writing about serial killers. That's what I studied. That was always my study. And I must say, my interest in this case from the very beginning was, could we be dealing with a serial killer? Because everything about him is so bizarre. Now I hate the word bizarre because he's got bizarre design, but everything is so bizarre, and it seems so calculated. It's either very calculated or very messy. I'm not too sure, but he seems like an organized criminal to me. Yeah, no problem. History matters. Ah, thank you so much. The Mustang bothers me. If it was truly important evidence, they would not have allowed it to go back to the house. Thank you. So yeah, you know what I realized was that I'm kind of, do you guys also say the saying? I think so. I'm shooting myself in the foot by trying so hard to show my gratitude, because that's not what you're here for. I think I'm grateful. I'm a very, very grateful person. But I can't make my entire channel just about showing gratitude. So I'm going to stick to the facts. We're going to do map time. We're going to look at this case and many other cases in the future. Some will be true crime in real time, and some will be a little bit of older cases, even maybe cold cases that still need to be solved. Facial expression. Thank you. I'm just listening what they're saying about the Laundrie parents here. I mean, I don't know, this case is just crazy. It's like, I don't want to say it's like a movie, because it's definitely not like entertainment in that way. It's just so difficult to put the pieces together, and to even know. Because think about this. 2 weeks ago, when I started talking about this case, and you guys all joined me, it was reported back then, because I have a good memory. And back then, when I first started reading about the case, it was like fact that he went home from the 17th to the 23rd. Now it's like, I don't know, some of that information has disappeared. Some of that information is like, wait a minute, did he actually go home or not? Now it's pure speculation again. But I'm sure the FBI would know. They would have the flight records. They would know if he flew out of Salt Lake City Airport, and hopefully by now they know why. But I just think you feel for the neighborhood, Gail. Really, I do. Me too, right? Yeah, just accept the generosity and gratitude. Yeah. Right? FBI, I think today is a little sus. I thought they did a lot already, just not obvious. Right? So, welcome to the forest. Yes, welcome to the forest, Grizzlies. It's just, I'm starting to think that we might be dealing with a serial killer. Whether that's Brian or not, I also don't know, because there's a lot of twists and turns. There's a lot of funny behavior going on. But I'm looking at that now as a whole. I'm going to look at this whole Utah area, see who's gone missing, when, what happened, were they found, and how could this possibly be connected? I mean, for me, Crystal and Kylan, that he stayed like a block around the corner. He stayed around the corner from the Moonflower Co-op. So, I don't know. Someone was saying that Moab was pretty peaceful in a way. It was pretty peaceful until Brian arrived. And then suddenly there's all these remains being found. I mean, it's actually really scary. FBI wanting to make it seem like they're on top. Yeah, okay, I hear you as well. If it's not a serial, it's a whole lot of killing being done by some people. But it's so weird, right? It's definitely a spike in homicides. And it's originating in one area. In every area where they think Brian Laundrie is walking around, there's more and more dead people turning up. It's very strange. Thank you. See, you guys support this idea. You support this whole just be you, stick to the facts, stick to your own world. And I need to get back to that because, yeah, thank you. Love the suit. Okay, they're ending the stream in a couple of places. They're continuing it on YouTube. Yes, that's what I'm thinking. You say he may be hiding from a killer too. I don't think he's innocent, but something isn't right here. There are definitely pieces missing in the puzzle. Like, let's just speculate one idea, just for a second. I mean, I feel like he's very much involved in something, right? But if there really was, remember that camper that they found not too far away that had all those freaking knives, machetes, all weapons, a whole camper full of weapons, who'd been warned already in the area, for the things he was doing. So imagine if there is actually a serial killer though in that area. And imagine if maybe Brian witnessed it and the serial killer threatened him and his family and everything and like, get out of here. No matter what, get out of here. Like, go away. I don't know. It would be so scary if a very scary serial killer got hold of your fiance. I don't know what he would do. And to me, his bizarre behavior, it's just like interesting. However, I'm not really leaning towards that speculation because he's doing such shady things, as are the dirty laundries, as we say. I'll put this off for a second. That I'm not sure. I think he's very much involved. It's just, it seems a little bigger than him. That's what I mean. It's a very strange case. One of the strangest I've come across. I mean, you know, when I wrote the Jeffrey Dahmer book, I mean, that's not like strange to figure out. You can figure out his MO. Right now, we don't know Brian Laundrie's MO. It's very, very strange. Serial killer would have just, it depends though, depending on the serial killer's psychology. Sometimes they would only want what they want and tell the others to get away, like run away. Oh, hope I can read it too. There's a lot of comments. I've made one video already about Kylan and Crystal, but I actually have a subscriber who lives in the area and has been able to help me pinpoint exactly where their remains were found. So I'm going to put that on a map, and we're going to do map time, okay? The Weird Eyes video, was that confirmed that it was him streaming himself driving or in a train? That is such a weird video that I don't even know what that is. It actually just, it gives me the chills when I watch that. But when I do my little enhancements, it looks like a woman to me. Now, some people have speculated, what if that is Gabby? What if he filmed Gabby? I don't think so. It looks like a woman with like bangs, dark hair, there's a face mask, glasses. It's very sinister, whoever posted that. Whether that's actually his YouTube account or not, I don't know. But this is the point. Imagine for 1 second if it is him. Then he's a calculated serial killer. So passenger was filming him, yeah. Or he was just filming on like a laptop or phone. You can hear some typing. I'm just looking if they're saying any new news. I don't think so. Sometimes when WFLA, when they're streaming, like now they're showing the body cam footage, which it's hard to watch now. It's really hard to watch. So if it is his account and he streamed that kind of video, or yeah, it was streaming, that's what's even weirder. Imagine catching that live. Some people have submitted to, ideas to me. They think it's a train. They think it's a car. They think someone's in the trunk of a car. Of course, there's still sometimes the rose speculation that goes on in the community. And I hear you, because the lights, in a room, also like those like neon type blackout lights. I don't think it's a room. I think it's someone, you just see the lights coming past. So it's someone on a boat, someone on a train, or someone in a car. But it's very strange. Yeah, if you're innocent and you love Gabby, you don't act that way. Brian is, that they've acted. I agree. It's, I'm just really, at this point, I'm actually really worried that they're going to get away with it. That's what I'm worried about. If they don't catch him soon, I feel like we might never have answers, and that will be devastating, because I'm one of those people that needs closure. I really do. Like, I need closure. This is why I used to only do very old and very solved cases, because of my own anxiety and managing that, because this is crazy. This story, I hope that now that we live in 2021, soon we'll go into 2022, that there's enough technology to catch him. But it's seeming so shady. And you know how the mom leaves the house with like a full looking bag and then returns to the house with an empty one? It seems like there's a lot of cash being shifted around. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'd love to get Kylan's dad on the channel. Sometimes, it's difficult to reach out to these people, but definitely. Twists and turns, no doubt. And it's exhausting, huh? Yeah, okay, Fox just said FBI was collecting more DNA for the dog. So, okay, that is what they're doing. Wow, so can you imagine? Like, do you guys think that the FBI really didn't know that they camped there? Because that in itself would be embarrassing. Like, surely they knew. Not. I don't know. Now Dog the Bounty Hunter is all over it. Miss Pac-Man, I believe he does own a gun. It's in one of his pictures of his bedroom. So I do think so. Yeah, he might not even be in the country. Yeah, follow your sixth sense. That's what I want to get back to. So yeah, I mean this in the best possible way. If I'm going to sit here making live streams or content where all I'm doing is thanking everyone, one, I lose my sixth sense for the case. And I kind of lose focus because I get caught up in all that gratitude and empathy and things like that. You know what I mean? But I really appreciate you all so much. Yeah, collecting fresh DNA. But wow. Yeah, you're with me wanting closure. Before I even started this channel, and even when I started the channel, if you go back to my previous playlist, that's all I did. Really old and really solved cases. There was one cold case that I dabbled in, Susie Lamplu, because it was one... suggested. So I did that one, but it made me very uncomfortable because there's no closure. I mean, that's from the 90s and there's still no answers. Ooh, that just bothers me. I want to solve the puzzle. I want to find the answers and I want to piece it all together. So thinking about all that, yeah. Bewildered, I wish you recovery, courage, strength to deal with anything that you're going through right now. Thank you so much, and I really hope to see you back soon. Yeah, 16 years in Moab and no deaths. That's the thing. Like, didn't they say the last homicide was in 1996? And now, suddenly, when Brian's in the area, now there's at least 4 already. There's apparently a stat that says 700, mostly women, have gone missing in the area in the last, 20 years or so, that's interesting to look into too. So I definitely want to look at all of that. Yeah. I've seen the pic of Gabby holding the gun on Twitter. True. And the Zodiac Killer. I mean, yeah, the Zodiac Killer. The thing is, I was looking into, could this be linked to something like the Zodiac Killer? And surprisingly, what I found was the Zodiac Killer sharing... let's see if I can find it. Okay, so if I go Zodiac Killer Halloween message, he sent Halloween card. He sent a Halloween card. It's pretty scary to look at, actually. I'll show you in a moment. And this is what some people have speculated, I mean, that Brian could have been mimicking, because we know he was obsessed with reading serial killer books. Please cover Summer Wells. I think Summer Wells has been covered so much, right? There's so many channels that did that before I got into the scene. I don't know what I would contribute to it, but it's a very interesting case as well. Product of the environment. Whew. Where's this one about not so much fun or what? Zodiac Killer. Oh, yeah, that one. Now we know that Brian was reading up on the Zodiac Killer. So if I show you this... I mean, the Zodiac Killer sent this, right? I believe to the police. And he said, I feel it in my bones. You ache to know my name. And so I'll clue you in from your secret pal. See, now there's the pumpkin. I know we can make, this is like widely speculative, but it was interesting to see this and to be like, interesting that, the last post was Happy Halloween on her Instagram account, which I think we all believe at this point. Brian posted, right? There's also this one. It's just so freaking strange. So let's remove that. Halloween card. Having fun. Whew. Yeah, this is the one people were referring to. I think that Brian made that, speculatively made the last post on Gabby's Instagram account, which said Happy Halloween, and there was a fly in a pumpkin. The fly thing I think is significant. You know, based on him even saying in the Moa police that in the body cam footage that the flies were bothering her and was agitating her. It's just weird, the comments he made. You just never know what he's actually mimicking or doing. I definitely think he's a mimicking type of person. So here, $14, but then why do you spoil something me and then Happy Halloween? I mean, I don't know. Do you see any connection at all? He was all about his sign in the night sky. Carve it up. Yeah, he likes games. And I'm starting to think that Brian really likes games. He definitely seems like he's... I don't know if he's just like scared and running around in the wild. It seems like he likes games. It's all about the number 14 as well, which is interesting. Pic of Gabby holding the gun during the trip search is the gun that Gabby was holding in the picture. Yeah, they won't release a course of... Wow. Well, we know the cause of death. We know the manner of death was homicide. Yes. So now they got to tie him to it. So all of us sharing content as YouTube creators and the news and just everyone, the one thing we have to be careful of is not to at all talk about this case in a way that would interfere with the investigation. But I do want to do map time with you guys. I want to see if any of these things are connected, look at the dates, and man, if I could just find out if he really went home on the 17th to the 23rd and what happened during that time. Dawn has broken. I've seen that question. They did mute the sound when they asked if you're on any medication. So that is interesting because they might have been. They might have been on medication and then gotten off the medication or ran out, as you say. And that can have a devastating effect on mental health. I don't think he had any friends. I have never seen him. He seems like quite a antisocial person. One of the one criminal profiler said he went from like asocial to antisocial real quick. Oh my word! What Lizzie presents, he might actually be in the storage unit. You're right. I know it is a pity the psycho is getting so much attention, but we really just want to find him. The world wants him to be found because we want justice for Gabby. It cannot be that he just gets away. The parents get away with everything. He gets away with everything. And then we have no answers. Can you imagine that? Have you guys considered that that is a possibility that we might never know? Oh, around the eye of the tree. I see what you mean. I'll have to look at that closer later. But it looks scary. You are... I don't know if it says haunted or daunted. Oof. But that's at least 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Which would maybe 12 eyes. 6 people possibly. We don't know. But the hell? Okay, my opinion. He has split dissociative personality on top of him. That was my opinion too. I agree with you. Dissociative identity disorder possibly. And yeah, as you say, combined with narcissistic psychopathy. I'm not a psychologist. I'm a mental health patient, as I always say. I'm not a mental health professional. I'm a mental health patient. You know, sometimes patients understand, you know, what it's like there. Yeah, the 700 people who were missing in the same area. It's an epidemic that should be highlighted. It's never in the media. I want to look into that. I want to see what is going on there. Who all has gone missing in that area and why? Because there's a very funny vibe in that area. A lot of strange things going on. And I feel like this case represents something so much bigger. I don't know what it is yet, but it seems so much bigger. Van life is stressful with 2 people. I think it was a crime of passion at the moment. We don't know yet, but maybe. Yes, that's the main reason for catching him. Why do we want to catch? By we, I mean the world, right? All of us. Why do we want Brian Laundrie to be caught and to be questioned? I just think he's going to pull the insanity plea. You know, just be absolutely. By then he might actually be absolutely insane. We don't know. But he needs to be caught so that he cannot do it again. So that if he is murdering other people, that can stop. Because otherwise people are in danger and we don't even know exactly where he is. Me too. We just love and not hurt people. Big difference. Yes. Yes. Yeah, peekaboo, the world's over for you. Most of them are found safe. Can't say to me. Yeah, can't wait to see what more of it you find. Okay, you mean most of the 700 missing people? I mean, sometimes, sure, that happens when missing people are actually found safe. Blue, hit like if you want Brian caught. 6 eyes, 2 parents of Gabby plus 1 of his parents. You never know. Or it's just representing here. So yeah, this is, I can take this off now, I guess. This is the Zodiac Killer's Halloween message. And it's very strange that on Gabby's Instagram, it's like, Happy Halloween, well a month before the trip. Which obviously in his mind symbolizes the end of the trip. Because their trip was starting. They actually went to New York first to the brothers' graduation, her brothers. But it was starting there and it was going on until Halloween. That was the planned trip. Then they were supposed to return home. So if that was the planned trip, and already on August 26th, was it? He said, Happy Halloween. I just feel like that would be him just saying, even in his own mind, yeah, the trip's over. The trip is very much over, like Happy Halloween, which is quite interesting. I just want to look here at Gab's Petito one more time. Because it was on August 26th, yeah, and it's still a fly. I can see it now. It says Happy Halloween with a fly and a pumpkin. Why the fly? I understand the pumpkin. Why the fly? Why the pumpkin? Did they have a gun? If I was traveling like that, I would even just for bears, right? There really are grizzly bears in that area. We don't know the parents well enough. They're a foundation for dysfunction. We don't know them well enough. And I mean, they were also in the midst, they probably still are, in the midst of a divorce. So we don't know how that would have affected Brian's psychology because for some, what can I say? I've said this delicately. Okay, in the serial killer cases that I've studied at length, if you want to check out my books, the link's in the description box. I always have a big section of psychology where I look at what the psychologists actually diagnosed them with and said about them. And I mean, for them, sometimes, you know, if they are even quite narcissistic and they see their family and their parents as an extension of themselves and then their parents divorce, they feel like, how will that reflect on me? So that already causes a lot of inner turmoil and stress. So fly has lots of eyes like the tree. Maybe, yeah. Yeah, divorce. Okay. Smelling me through the camera, are you? Lock the whole family up. It's... This case bothers me so much. This case keeps me up at night. A pumpkin is a melon, isn't it? Oh my word. The missing of Maya Marcano in Orlando. Maybe. I mean, I'm very, as you can see, I'm very intense and focused on one thing at a time. I know that all this peripheral stuff is happening, and I definitely want to look at these other, you know, bodies that have been found, especially in Moab and the surrounding area, And then, yeah, I might cover that as well, to see what on earth, how that could be linked. Psychosis can be induced. I hear you. 4 deaths, so 3 killed and 1. Maybe. You never know. Yeah, they were on the verge of a divorce. And I mean, I just wonder when that started. If maybe it started when, maybe, speculatively, Brian found a way to cope with it, because it affects people differently, you know. Maybe he's like, oh my word, my family is splitting up. Like, and then he poured all his energy into this van life. You just don't know. He's trying to play the main character in his favorite book, Lullaby. He might be. I really want to read that book. At this moment, I'm reading so much on research for this case that I can't read the book, but I want to read the book. I often do watch the movies that, like, you know, the killers. That's why I study old and solved cases usually, because then I can really go in, take my time and focus on absorbing what they were all about. Like, why, you know, like Jeffrey Dahmer wore like yellow contact lenses, like when he went out to bars because of the characters he was obsessed with in movies. You get into that state to go and hunt for people. So, flower bomb the Dirty Laundrie's house to make them realize how much Gabby's loved. Did you guys see that couple fighting outside of the laundry house, by the way? Look at that. Did you see it today? Couple fighting outside laundry house. I wonder if I can find it like that. That was quite something. Missing since Tuesday. Yeah, right. Can't find it here now. Damn, it was so... I think one of the neighbors got in the area. Obviously, there were protesters outside the laundry house, and one of the people living there just got so angry with a constant megaphone and just the constant people there that he had quite the rage outburst. It was hectic to watch. Why are they scared of him? A fly thinks he's clever, seeing everything, knowing everything, feeds off other people. Yeah, Linda, I mean, sure. The 700 aren't found safe. The native women are often overlooked, which is why, yeah, I'm reading all that, and the red hand print becomes such a big movement. Yeah, I understand. And they all matter. I wish I could read you the book out loud, but I have done some research, and that's actually not legal to read a whole book out loud, but that would be awesome. Yeah. He said the flies are getting into her body. What? Yeah, he did say the flies are getting to her in the body cam video. He's like, oh yeah, there's flies, all the flies. So the fly thing is very significant to him, clearly. Carve it up, Claire. What's up? Does the guy who saw him in a bar in Montana fit into the timeline? To me, he honestly doesn't. However, it depends how Brian even got to Coulter Bay Village. You know, we know it's not in the van, but we don't know what he was really doing in that time. So maybe. But in my gut feel, I'm like, I don't know if that's the same Brian. I'm not convinced. Johnny Kramer, thank you. You say, she tries to be a nerd. Are you saying I'm not a nerd? Huh? New FBI warrant issued. Really? I'm here with you guys. I just wanted to show you that and just have a quick chat. New FBI warrant issued. Really? That Gavin, wait, what is it? You guys have been sending it to me. It's a very good site. I think I actually bookmarked it. It's such a good one. This, is it Gavin Fish or something? No, we don't. Is it that? Nope, we don't want that. They said Melon Boy left his phone behind, but what if he took his mom or dad's phone? Yeah, and they said he left the burner phone behind, which has now also been confirmed to not be a burner phone, but just a phone. But no one knows where his original phone is. The one where he's like, I don't have a phone, in the Moab police body cam footage. And then he whipped out the phone, like 5 minutes later. Like, oh yeah, you want my number? That phone, I don't believe they have it in their possession, from what I've read. 1,048 people here. Yeah, lately I try not to look at the numbers. I appreciate you guys. But yeah, I also got to cope. Gotta cope with this mentally. Okay, wait. New FBI warrant issued. That was 6 days ago. Have you got a new one? Yeah, the last one was 6 days ago. Lord of the Flies was my set work book in high school. Me too. Me too. Let it be justice for Gabby. Find Brian. Where's Baldo? 700 people, and I suspect they're all fairly young. I wonder. I also want to look into that. Like, a lot of times you could just look on the police websites and see all the missing people, and there's no answers. Isn't that just terrible? I think Gabby called him out on what he's doing. Possibly. Man, and we're still waiting, of course, for the autopsy results to know. You know, it's very tragic and it's very difficult to face, but to know what happened to her, because that'll be another piece of the puzzle to understand what happened. And for you guys who saw the Micromelon merch, which all proceeds are going to the Gabby Petito Fund for all my merch from now until the 31st of October. If you saw that, I say Micromelon because only a Micromelon could do something like this. Or if it's a DV case, it's a Micromelon case, you know, and it's a way of saying it without saying too many trigger words as well. I'm very sensitive to trigger words myself, based on my own trauma, so I try to come up with other words. So Micromelon manhunt, that's what we're busy with now. You should look into the big island of Hawaii. So many missing people. It's actually, for me, missing people, that scares me. And there are, even where I live, there's a lot of missing people, you know, in the Netherlands. Oh, yeah. Marcella, we heard. Okay. So, are you guys in favor of my new strategy? I know I've had to re-strategize a couple of times in the last in the last 10 days, but I do think that overly, you know, being like thank you all live stream long, I think it's annoying people. It's honestly annoying me, but I'm so grateful. So just know that. I want my audience to know, whenever you donate coffees, PayPal stuff, stickers, I am tremendously grateful and I see it. Okay, is that good? Are we good with that? And then I just stick to the content. I just want to make proper quality content continuously for you guys and put all my energy into that. I think that's going to be the best strategy forward. The police have never been interested in missing people. I know, right? Not even here. Mark Lane, even here, I've called the police here because I'm very worried about missing people. And I wanted to know, coming from South Africa, which is a dangerous country, crime-wise, landing here in the Netherlands, like, how safe is it? Because everyone's chilled. Yeah, they make as if there's no crime. But then I go on the police side and I'm like, but there's all these missing people. So I phone the police like, what is up with all these missing people? But they're like, oh no, it's fine. They probably just went on a trip. Like they went to Greece, or they just, I don't know, like it's not, you know, it's not seen from what I've experienced as something that's like should scare you a lot, but it scares me a lot. And I'm always looking for clues. When I'm investigating all the time. When I go on a chilled walk around the neighborhood in the forest or whatever, I'm investigating. I look at everything. If I see a glove lying in a random spot, a stranded bicycle, I'm like, crime scene everywhere. I'm literally going to be, Gabby complained of the flies of the band in sand. Yeah. I literally also from South Africa. What's up? Okay, one more. Lord of the Flies, Beelzebub. Yeah, I get it. Oh my word, I would love to see the phone records. Want all this evidence. I think this case is going to find a lot of lost people, and that's what Gabby would want. I agree. I just got goosebumps when you said that, because I agree. I think this case is, and this is meant with all respect, it sounds weird to say, but it's bigger than Gabby. It's got so much power and influence to highlight all these missing people, and that's just one area. I mean, I know some people are like, hello, you're South African living in the Netherlands. Why don't you focus on missing people in your area? I am. I literally am. I'm like 24/7 true crime mind. I am a true crime author after all. True crime is my thing. It's always been. My dad was a lieutenant colonel in the South African police force. So I'm like, I'm a crimer all the way. I look at everything from a true crime perspective. So yeah, I'm very safety conscious. I'm definitely looking around my area. I'll do anything to help the police here. I'll do anything to intervene if I need to, if it's safe for me to do so, to help someone out, to report something. So when I see, yeah, in a wooded area, me too, Aaron. Me too. And I go for walks in wooded areas, but everyone makes like they just walk like so chill. They have no trauma. They think it's super chilled. I'm like nervous. Yeah, we are here to solve the case. That's what we're trying to do. I mean, I don't know. That's like it's like quite a thing to take on. Yeah, I like the grizzly bear, the magnifying glass in the heart. Thank you, Detective Grizzly. I mean, I just want to really look at it and think about it logically. And I'm just trying to piece this all together, because whether it's Brian or not, at this point, I'm just like, you know what? There's a lot to solve here. There's a lot of layers in this case, and there's a lot to unpack. I mean, we don't know actually what we're dealing with. Is it an organization? Is it a group? I mean, is it a human sacrifice type of thing? Is it one person that's just going wild? I mean, what is going on here? Thank you. What does your experience and gut tell you? I think he probably strongly crime of passion. I don't buy the crime of passion thing. He didn't seem like he was intimately passionate in that way. It sounds weird, but I don't feel like crime of passion. I don't think so. My gut says no. My gut can say him feeling loss of control and rage, and there's that. So that could be what you mean, like also a bit of an impulsive type thing. But my gut is actually saying either it's him being extremely calculated and stuck in a fascination in his own mind for so long that he literally just... Because she was saying sometimes that she told a friend, Rose, right, that he would hear voices and have hallucinations and things. And sometimes, as we know, with David Berkowitz, I mean, he was saying, apparently now he's like, oh, no, I was just saying that. But at the time, he was saying that he was hearing things and they were telling him to do things. We could be dealing with that. I don't know. But we could also be dealing with more of I don't know what to call it, like a syndicate or a group thing. You know, I'm not too sure. He struck me as someone who wanted her all to himself to control. Yeah, so threatening to leave someone like that, if he has abandonment issues, it can trigger blackout rage, like absolute blackout rage. So there's that as well to think about. I'll just put this up here for now. The 3 new stickers tell me he wanted to fulfill his voice. That's what I mean. All these clues even beyond the fact. Everything he did after that. It seems like his plot, his like MO, it's crafty and calculated, you know? And I definitely think hearing voices was his effort to set himself up. Yeah. Exactly. Maybe it was his effort to set himself up. My gut instinct is saying premeditated, wannabe serial killer. Maybe now he is one. You get people like that. I've studied serial killers for most of my life because I'm just interested in like, how do they work? Why do they work? And what's the trauma? Because often what they do is a repeat of the trauma. So that is also interesting to look at. Now, the thing is, someone was saying, because I read a lot of articles, a lot of things, I watch a lot of other channels, I do, like, you know, like you guys, we're soaking up all the information that we can. And, you know, people were saying he's actually a lot more intelligent than one might initially assume because of how well he's hidden now. But he wouldn't be this well hidden if he didn't have the help of his parents. And that's what sucks. Yeah, David Berkowitz was in a cult. I mean, John Wayne Gacy was part of a massive ring. I don't want to say all the trigger words on YouTube now. They don't like that. But you know what I mean. A connected ring with Dean Corll and Elmer Wayne Henley and a whole bunch of politicians, dentists, doctors, and then other head honchos, you know, like people involved in a huge thing to the point where they say Gacy actually became the main focus, but there's so much more. You know what I mean? So this case reminds me of stuff like that. I guess the phone was bought for Brian, bought for the parents to stay in contact with him. Yeah, I mean, they could have bought more phones. What if they bought $1,000 worth of phones, which isn't a lot of phones, but it depends what phones you get. If you get some really affordable phones, you could get more than one phone, of course, and a SIM card. We don't know that they only bought one phone at the AT&T store. His sister or parents could enable him. It's a powerful thing. Sister's not far from the DeSoto campground. Yeah, I showed that in one of my episodes, so go check out the playlist. It was recent, where I literally show their house and the midway point, pretty much, it's just over midway between the house and Fort DeSoto is his sister's house. Scorpio is the constellation, which is also Brian's zodiac sign. And someone was saying the stickers were also arranged in a way that represents a zodiac sign. No whiskey tonight. No, I don't have whiskey tonight. I've only got water. I've been a little stressed today. You can probably see it, I'm guessing. I've been quite stressed. There's no whiskey. I'm just, taking it all one step at a time. He is still alive. There would be buzzards and flies. I agree. I believe he's still alive. I'm just worried that with the amount of help he has and resources and those people's experience and just how everything operates, I'm really worried that he'll get away with it. I'm really worried about that. His mom brings him cookies. I think his mom brings him melons. New stickers are in diagonal constellation Scorpio. Gabby had a tattoo. You see? That's what I mean. That's what I mean. And Venice, Florida is one of the stickers. Yeah, they've got lots of companies. It's all, even the companies and their home records and properties they own. Apparently they own a property in Puerto Rico. Remember in the beginning when I started talking about this case, I was speculating Puerto Rico? Well, it turns out that they actually own a property there. Like, what? Let's just say speculatively. South Africans call Scotch whiskey. We just do. Yes, I agree. We call it whiskey. Me too. What stickers? Pammy's the stickers on the van. When he got back from the trip, new stickers were added to the van. I mean, that is so freaking weird. Yeah, like he has a bunch of burner phones. Well, what we got going on here? Okay. And I think he planned it all too. I think he was to think that the books that he took along on his 4-month van life trip, to be out in nature, barefooting it, all that, but what you bring along with you is that content that you're obsessed with. You draw it, you think it. I mean, I don't know. It just feels... It feels like true crime gone wrong. Like someone who likes crime fiction and true crime and things like that, but then they want to become it. And that's not the first time that's happened. It's a crime channel for a detailed analysis of the stickers. Yeah, check that out. I have checked that out. Oh, thank you so much. They are... You have no idea the relief. They are so much better. We don't know if anyone has Gabby's phone, and what I find really sickening is that her family hasn't received her stuff back. The stuff that was moved out of storage or out of the shed and into storage and all that, they don't have that yet. They don't have any of her stuff back. Also, wow, someone showed me the streets where Gabby's high school was, and that it has those teal type of ribbons around the trees. It looks so beautiful. And yes, now I know the color was chosen because her mom chose the color based on her eye color. She said it reminded her of Gabby's eyes, so that is why. His parents have money. They have their businesses registered in the Bahamas. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. To me, this feels a lot like a bit of a Jeffrey Epstein vibe. It's just very powerful when it comes to influence, money, and attorneys and knowing how to work the system. You know what I mean? Yeah. They got the cooler. He must have come home to chill his brain a while or needed ice to chill his big feet. Yeah, his room was juvenile, huh? His room was juvenile. I did find his room quite strange for his age. I mean, I try not to judge something like that, but it definitely was. You're right. Juvenile is the right word. Let's just see. I have it here. Just got a whole lot of maps for you guys. Whole lot of maps. We saw the hotel. We saw the pool. I mean, wow. Also in the kitchen here. Here's the room. I'm sure you guys have seen it. I've shown it before. Definitely very juvenile room for his age and having his fiance move in. You know what I mean? Damn. Yeah. Good. Stick to content. I'm gonna do that. You know, just again, based on that, I don't want to make a video tomorrow like I planned and just be like, you guys will be like, oh my word, you made a new video. But then all the video is just thank yous and roll-ons for coffees and super chats. I mean, that's not fun for you guys. I understand that. But just, I want to just show my gratitude and I don't know how. So all I can do is say thank you. Thank you to my moderators. You mean the world to me. And thank you so much to everyone who is supporting the channel and the work that I do. And yes, I can put myself, where's that image? Can put myself over the image. There we go. Yeah, so the gun, can you see the gun up there? She read them horror books too? Yeah, right. He likes hats. He sure does like hats. That we know. Actually, James, you make a good point, though. He does like hats. And remember when he was in the body cam footage, he's like, can I sit in the shade because I'm bald? So we're not going to find him in the full-blown sun. That's for damn sure. We're going to find him either in the shade or wearing a hat. Yeah, his parents are supporting him, controlling. Parents unable to give up control. Yeah, that's the problem. And then what does he do? He takes it out possibly on his fiancée, allegedly, speculatively. We're yet to find out. How much of that stuff in the room is from Gabby? I mean, very little from what I can tell. I mean, where did she stay? We like you live, okay? But I know you like me live, okay? But when I do lives, it's going to be presentation based like this. And you all understand that's what I gather. We're all adults over here. You understand I can focus on only one thing at a time. If I had one eye there and one eye there, that would be great, right? But yeah, if I present something, I will do lives, but I'll present something. That van really 12 grand. Damn. Yes, I've watched It's a Crime. Very interesting stuff as well. I bet Gabby hung those lights. Yeah, I saw the lights. You're right. Gabby may have hung those lights, but I don't know if she stayed here in this room. I mean, we have to look at everything. I do often look at these pictures. I just look at everything. I mean, one of the other things was, as we say, melon. This, I think it's in this picture. See, there's melons. Can you see the melon? There's literally always melons. I'm not kidding when I say melon boy. Literally melon right here. I know most people could have a pineapple and a melon in their house, but now we know. Melon boy. Melon. It is an old photo because they tried to sell it first and then they had tenants in. I know it's an old photo, but it's still the house. Yes. Names highlighted in green are members, but to comment you must subscribe. So, I'm going to end the live stream. The last thing I want to say, so what I'm going to do now from now on is at the end, I'm going to thank everyone who donated super chats and super stickers. Thank you so, so much for supporting the channel and all the work that I do, because I do work very hard at what I do. Secondly, I have launched membership tiers. So if you click the join button, you'll see all the tiers and all the perks and everything like that. So thank you so much to everyone who's already joined. I definitely didn't expect that either, for people to join already now. You guys are amazing. Okay. Her family lives in Long Island and died money was an issue for Gabby, right? Yeah, he got one of his lino cut forgeries from that art on the bookshelf. I know. Melons require a person to know how to use a knife. It is from a real estate listing, but they have been videos comparing the home they had before and the home they have now, and that the furniture in the home before and the home now is the same. It's like the same drawer, the same curtains, the same everything. So yeah, Lorraine, you remember. Thank you so much. Shell Vintage is asking, how do you join? You just click the join button. So Panda Puma's there as well. So there's a little sticker, because that little sticker means new member. So I've made my own stickers. I think if you guys have watched any other channel with live streams, you normally see it looks like an S, like a little sticker shape. Those are the generic YouTube ones. I literally, for my members, I've designed every single sticker. I've designed every single emoji for you guys so that it's special for you. That's my way of showing gratitude to you, because I can't keep up with like thank you, thank you, thank you, and it'll annoy everyone. But if you look at the join button on my channel on the homepage, that is how you join. It's very, very easy, and you can see all the different perks and things like that. Loving the hearts and the grizzly bear. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. That's a cheap table and folding chairs. I know. Wolfie and the Fox, I agree. It looks a little bit like... Not that one. You know, what is... It looks so... I don't know. I don't know how he had a fiance living in here. Even though she wasn't a fiance yet. That's what you guys are saying. It's from 2017. I get it. This is Room from 2017. But yeah. Even for his age then, some people have speculated like this is boyish, as you guys have said. FBI entered the camper also. Apparently they didn't enter the camper. They looked in it. I saw them looking in it from the back. Yeah, see you next video, folks. Be safe. Wow, loving all the new members. Thank you so much. Yeah, everyone be well. As I say, please bear with me. This is the first the first month of my channel being like this. It's been a lot of changes. For those of you who were here in the first 600 subscribers, I had a different format. I would go live Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. I would do movie nights. I was busy with the Chris Watts 2,000 page document. I was like in the middle of it. And then I started talking about this case and it just went. So it has been a learning curve. It's a single operation. It's just me managing all the stuff. And I love it. I love it so much. And I'm so grateful. But just know, just bear with me, okay? I hear you guys. I see your comments. I love your feedback, especially the positive criticism. Because of all the positive criticism, the strategies change and mold and everything. Not to just be like, I'll do whatever the audience says, but to be like, you know what? This isn't working. Let's do this. So I'm going to stick to content, investigative content, true crime in real time. Sometimes we'll go back to some other cases and things like that. Some older cases, some other missing people that still need to be found. I mean... Wow. Yeah, Chris Watts kept me busy. I'm still actually busy with it, and I feel bad because I'm the type of person that finishes what I started 100%. I feel bad that I just stopped an eighth of the way through the Chris Watts document, but it would be awkward to just start with that now because we're busy with this case. So I can only focus, you know, intensively on one thing at a time. And I think that's what you guys like me for. It's like, I'm going to look at it, you know? So, yeah, thank you so much. The photos of the home were taken 2017. Yes, they were. Which would mean, if he's 23 now, he was 19 then. Still, I'm not sure if it looks like a 19-year-old's room, but maybe. I don't know. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Thank you to all the mods for being here, and thank you to all the channel members. All of your support is what keeps this channel going. It also helps me get headsets like this, which is so comfortable. You have no idea. Usually your boyfriends are from your hometown, college or high school. Hoodie with a huge logo on the back. Do you have a vid with the books he was reading? I actually haven't done that because I want to read the books and really analyze it. I mean, I touched on it in some of the videos, but I didn't go full into the books he was reading. I did go into the Lullaby one though, and I did go into Chuck Palahniuk, and that he is a major fan of Chuck Palahniuk. And I believe it's the lady from It's a Crime that analyzed the Stan text, right? And that plays into my theory of Chuck Palahniuk and why he liked him so much. And I think he's a super fan of, I hope I'm saying the surname right, of Chuck Palahniuk. Thank you so much. Yes, everyone hit the like button on the way out. I would really appreciate that. And thank you for viewing tonight. I know it was a bit impromptu. Expect that, I suppose, on this channel. I don't really have a schedule right now. I just upload what I find and what I've investigated. And I'm going to slightly, mildly slow it down and increase the intensity of my investigation. I don't want to just report. I want to look at what's being reported and investigated. Okay? Wow, thank you so much, Jeanette. I love all the new members. Love all you guys. Look forward to seeing you in the memberships. And I'm just reading the last thing there. I will see you. I'm going to play my outro now. And I will see you very soon, probably tomorrow, for map time. Okay, tomorrow's map time. We're going to look at where the bodies were found of Kylan and Crystal in relation to Gabby, in relation to the man that has just been found as well. He was missing since the 23rd, which is also an interesting date to go missing based on what we know. Thank you. Time here is 8:55 p.m., 5:29. But I got to get some sleep. I haven't slept much, so yeah, I'm going to get some rest. Be up again tomorrow. Attack the day before it attacks you, and remember to stay safe.